This riddle is fascinating. You can almost see what it's hinting at. I really want to solve it.
New email.
I don't need to reply to Sydney. Nah, I don't want to write anybody right now. Three is the Trinity and the separation of the spheres. The three, which are the four, are the divisions of the temple. I began my journey in the shadows and completed it in the light. I had marked the site at last, there in the center of the most sacred space. At the summit of the mountain, the place stood out in the brilliance of the midday sun. It was guarded by the three knights' towers, the rooks, on the circuit of the divine horsemen of the abyss. I wonder if the Temple of Solomon was what the Templars were building underground. The rectangular shape on my map seems to match the temple diagram, but Scorpio says the divisions are important. I should try to mark them out. That's it. The divisions of the temple. That's the porch down by Lebec. Then the middle is the sanctuary. And the third part in the north must be the Holy of Holies. This riddle is fascinating. Let's see. I had marked the site at last, there in the center of the most sacred space. We're ready to mark the site. The center of the Holy of Holies. I think that's the site. It's on Mount Cardew. I'll write down the coordinates. I found the missing 3 letters. Sum. I have a feeling that's not all, though. The Serpent Rouge talks about dust settling. In crossword puzzle lingo, that implies there's an anagram in here somewhere. I should try to analyze it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think Sagittarius is talking about some kind of local landmark, a snake figure. I ought to be able to find it on the map. Signore Bukele, is it just me or does he seem particularly out of place here? Must be those black socks. How's everything?
Very well, mademoiselle, thank you.
Why haven't we found it yet? I'm getting very discouraged, I can tell you. I thought Dr. Wen had such promising leads, and with the additions we came up with...
We mustn't give up yet, Lily.
Perhaps. Oh, why can't we simply pay someone to dig it up? I certainly can't with my tendinitis. And you, no offence, darling, but you're taking too long.
I'm trying.
Estelle!
Oh, sorry. Anyway, you said we couldn't let anyone else in on it.
I know what I said. Oh, my. Dr. Wen must be right, mustn't he? The Great Seed absolutely has to be here. Otherwise, how can one explain that cache of Egyptian artifacts he found here in 1963?
Of course it's here. We'll finish up at the site today, then check the maps again tonight.
Not me. I can't, I tell you. If we don't find it, I can't carry on one step further.
Please don't say that, Lily. Everything's going to be fine.
I'd rather not. I've heard that shade of red dye can cause permanent optical damage. I'd rather stick my tongue in a light socket. Is it just me, or are they always here when food's being served? It must be a nice change from roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
I'm sorry, Grace dear, but Estelle and I really must talk alone. You don't mind terribly, do you?
No.
Thank you, Grace.
She wants to be alone. But the worst is yet to come. How many have pillaged the house, using the most sacred for purposes most foul? I turn north. Facing me, I see unwinding endless by its coils, the enormous red serpent mentioned in the documents, rigid and bitter. The huge unleashed beast at the foot of the White Mountain becomes scarlet with greed and drunk with stolen and profane communion. Deliver me out of the mire. Turning to the north. Okay, that must be north of the site. I see the red serpent, rigid and bitter. Must be talking about some kind of landmark feature. Yep, that's it. That's the red serpent. That is weird. It must point out something. I want to take a break from Le Serpent Rouge for a while. I'll go get the bike. I think I'm getting close. This mountain range is amazing. Look at all these huge boulders lying around. There's enough granite here to rebuild Pittsburgh. Yeah? Me and what army? What's that? It's a red handkerchief. Didn't Wilkes have one like that? He must have found this spot. Maybe that's why he was killed. It's a red handkerchief. Didn't Wilkes have one like that? Maybe Wilkes was getting too close. This mountain range is amazing. Look at all these huge boulders. What a nice pile of rocks. It's right around here, under that pile of rocks. I should go get the shovel. I knew it! Someone obviously used those rocks to hide the cave entrance. Not another one. Who could know exactly where I'm going? Not even Gabriel knows what I'm doing. Or cares, for that matter. Where was Osiris when the star shone over Bethlehem? Someone left this for me at the southwest arm of the hexagram. Who could know exactly where I'm going? I can't scan that into Sydney. It's definitely a cave entrance, but it's hard to see how far it goes. I think I'd rather wait for Gabriel. It's pretty dark in there. Well, this is the back of Mount Cardew, but I think the actual point of the hexagram is further up that way. Isn't that Chateau de Serres? Chateau de Serres' tower overlooks the back of Mont Cardew, the northeast arm of the hexagram. Could it be the third rook? I don't think I could see that much from here. Someone's fenced off this whole area. Who bought this property? And why are they so intent on keeping people out? Right! That's barbed wire on top. Three guesses what it says. SOL in so many words. There's something stuck to the fence. Who are the Magi? Who's leaving these things? I found this at the back of Mont Cardew, at the northeast arm of the hexagram. Well, I guess I should go up there and check it out. Wow, this is really nerve-wracking. I think I'm close. Well, it can't be solid rock if trees grow here. On the other hand, there's not very many of them. I hope that's not what I think it is. The ones who wove the vine in the Pharaoh's days weave it still. The ones who would steal the sacred wine long ago seek it still. Oh my God! Oh my God, it's talking about the vampires! I found this one at Mont Cardew. That X marks the spot where the treasure is buried. That's the exact center of the Holy of Holies in the Temple of Solomon. But I think the temple is way underground. I should go get the shovel. Guess I have to give it a shot. I thought so. If the treasure's down there, it is way down there. This mountain is solid rock. A big white rock and a big black rock. That's interesting. A big white rock. That's Lady Howard and Estelle's bike. I've left them one pair. Big of me, isn't it? It's an empty water bottle. Lady Howard isn't actually doing much of anything. Lady Howard is a slave driver. I'd hate to be in Estelle's position. Hey, wait a minute. Finding anything, Estelle?
Not yet.
How'd you guys pick this spot anyway?
Out of the mouths of babes.
It's a perfectly sound analysis. Quite complicated to explain. Of course, we can't take credit.
Dr. Wen. Well, let's hope Dr. Wen isn't Wong.
Dr. Wen, huh? He needs to get a computer. Ah, there's the fruit of Estelle's labor. Dirt.
Please, dear. My life is difficult enough. Please, dear. My life is difficult enough.
She's busy doing Lady Howard's dirty work. Maybe Estelle and Lady Howard chose this place for its shade. That rock's rather uniquely colored for this area. Hey, somebody's parked out by that big orange rock that's off the main road. VDG 945F. Hello, Bukele. That big orange rock is where I saw the moped parked. Mount Cardew, the site of the treasure. You sure get a great view of it from here. I'm sure I saw a moped parked around here. I recognize the rock. Pet cemetery? I don't think so. Yep, time for some elbow grease. Larry's manuscript. Why am I not surprised? And it still has its plastic cover, too. That should give us a few opportunities. Larry Sinclair's Bloodline manuscript. Aha. There's one print. I got one. There's a second print. Aha. Three prints. I think that's all of them. I like the rustic flavor around here. It's very French. Well, they don't exactly brighten up the place, but I guess that's the point. It looks like a map of the region. Unfortunately, it's out of date, and in French. The owner of this bar must have a death wish. The pen is mightier than the sword. A little booze, a little smoke, a little fireplace. Sounds like a recipe for spontaneous combustion. Guns, arrows, and vodka. Brilliant combination. The pen is mightier than the sword. How nice! All the tourists can point out where they're from. Drunk people throwing sharp objects. Doesn't that sound like a bad idea? I wouldn't trust myself with darts right now, especially not with him in the room. He looks like the artistic type. I could actually use a drink, but it'll have to wait until we wrapped up this case. Isn't it nice seeing animals in their native habitat?
So, a monkey walks into a bar.
Hi.
Hey, Grace?
You find out anything yet?
Not exactly. You?
I'm working on it.
Oh. Well, I'll just run along. Isn't it nice seeing animals in their native habitat? I get the feeling Gabriel wants to talk to Mosley alone. I like the rustic flavor around here. It's very French. It's Prince James's car. We sure didn't expect him to show up. That's Larry Sinclair's car. He must be visiting Prince James. I'd rather not. I've heard that shade of red... Well. Looking for fresh meat?
Oh, I thought you were somebody.
It's quite a drop, isn't it?
If you're afraid of heights, petite, you shouldn't climb so high.
Well, I guess you wouldn't have to worry much about heights, would you?
I don't worry about anything. Where are the boys, by the way?
They're around?
Then I'm sure they'll find me.
I'd rather groom rats.
Je regrette. The maid, she gets no answer when she knocks. Monsieur Knight must be out.
Merci beaucoup. I'll try again later. Grace!
James, hello. It's nice to see you again.
I was trying to find Gabriel.
He's out in the valley, I think, working on the case.
Has he found anything?
I think so, but he better tell you himself.
I see, all right. I'm staying at the Villa Bethania. Some people were kind enough to offer it. Will you ask him to come by as soon as he gets back?
Of course.
Grace, thank you.
Well, he's back in the lobby now. Wonder where he was earlier. Hello, Mr. Baza. Have you been out today?
Oh, here and there, Ms. Nakamura, here and there.
Ugh, what's the point? No one tells me anything around here. Well, he's back in the lobby now. I know this may sound weird, but have you noticed anything unusual lately?
Huh, how I wish. The days, they make up the life monotonous in a town so small as this.
This print is from the plastic cover of Larry's manuscript. I should scan this into Sydney and see if it matches any of the prints in our suspect database.
Working.
Bukele, the sneak.
Working.
Aha! Madeline had her hands on the manuscript.
Working.
Mosley! Gabriel was right. I've only got one more stanza. Capricorn. I am aware of the scent of the perfume which impregnates the sepulchre of the one I must release. Cursing the profane in their ashes and those who follow their ways, I returned from the darkness while making a gesture of horror at the abyss into which I had plunged. Here is the proof that I knew the secret seal of Solomon and had visited the secret places of the queen who watches over the king. They must be talking about going down into the cave. Take heed, my friend. Do not add or take away one iota. Think, and think again. The base lead of my words may contain the purest gold. Let he who has the understanding use it with wisdom.
Hello?
Hey, Mose, you're back.
Yep. Gabriel and I, we had it out.
You did?
Uh-huh. Guess my little secret is, out in the open now.
Huh. Is Gabriel here? I've had some real breakthroughs with Sydney.
Yeah, he wanted me to come and get you. He's holding a meeting in the dining room.
A meeting? Well, this ought to be interesting.